Hello and welcome to Diva Dirt TV. My name is John Duffy and I am joined once again by Levi.
Hi.
Hello. And we're back again for a Diva Dirt Discussions, What Went Down, where we talk about everything that has happened in the world of women's wrestling this past week. And it was a rather eventful week.
A strange week.
Yes. So we had everything set out. We were going to do a really positive WrestleMania review, but then on Thursday, WWE released a shitload of people and put a downer on everything. So we're going to kick off, unfortunately, with the releases. 4 of my favorite all-time.
Yeah, it's like 4 I really like.
Yes, yeah, same. And I was just like shell shocked and gutted. How did you feel when the news broke?
I thought someone messaged me saying Billie Kay's been released, and I thought it was a joke.
I was
literally like, you've got to be joking me.
I thought I checked it in case it was like, one of those like a burner, like a parody account type thing.
Because like last year when there was all the releases, they were all like fake accounts saying Billie Kay and Peyton Royce had been released. So I'm like, oh, it's just that again. It's just that,
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, no, it's real.
Yeah. So, well, like we'll go through it one on one. So it was Billie Kay wasn't that first announced, wasn't she? Which was a massive blow because she was literally...
They announced her and Mickie James together. They didn't even get a separate "We wish you well," which I thought was quite rude.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they did, but she was literally on WrestleMania. She was literally used. I thought personally that she was kind of the one that was shining the most from the icon since the iconic breakup.
Like that entrance, I was laughing all the way through it when she had the sheet for Camilla. She's like a bullfighter. And she's just like copying her all the way down.
And like the whole resume CV thing has been like so well received. It's I'm not gonna lie, it like really pissed me off. And
I was like really sad because I thought like she was onto something really good. And then there was that like report that come out saying like everyone backstage was really surprised because she was like one of the most like well-liked people there. But apparently Kevin Dunn doesn't get her, but I don't get what's not to get.
Well, yeah.
Billie Kay, she's just gold.
Yeah, I read that as well, and he just seems he's responsible for all those fucking sickening camera cuts, isn't he? Where you like,
it was in that. Yeah, I can't remember which match at WrestleMania it was. But I felt like sick watching it because it was just cutting like side to side all the time. I'm like, no, you're meant to like keep on a certain area. So like media studies coming out there, but
well, it is like if you any kind of like media studies 101, it's like fast-paced cuts are ill-advised.
It makes you feel like queasy watching it.
So, and then. I think it was in order. I think it was then Chelsea Green, and then unfortunately Peyton Royce was added to the list.
I think Peyton Royce was like one of the last ones, weren't she?
Which is sickening blow, but I can't really kind of fathom it. They're 4 names that shouldn't be have been on that list whatsoever.
Because like on the men's side, there were some names like it's sad, but there were some names that kind of got because they hadn't done much. But then like Billie Kay was at WrestleMania and she's like the one everyone's talking about. Then Peyton Royce had just had all that Asuka stuff and she had like a good promo. Mickie James was on the thingy commentary at TakeOver on the pre-show and she was really good. So I thought she was going to kind of go into that a bit. Then like Chelsea Green, she only signed a new contract a few months ago.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah,
and she was meant to be like this big thing.
It's a very, very odd thing. And then if it's true that like they did it for budgetary reasons, then they can get to fuck because they've just like signed like billion deal with Fox for SmackDown, and that they're, you know, they're a company.
And they've had like record profits, didn't they, last year? So
yeah, so it's
I don't believe that.
It's bullshit. But do you know what though? What the one thing that does surprise me is that like the Iconics, Chelsea Green and Mickie James, are really, you know, highly talented, recognizable names. You know, Impact and AEW must be chomping at the bit to get them. Like Chelsea Green was in the very first, like, well, it wasn't AEW then, was it? It was like, All In.
Yeah, I always forget that she was on that.
She signed.
That's probably
she signed to
wasn't
NXT.
she signed to WWE not long after that? They kind of snatched her up.
They snatched her up, yeah, because. And you know, her stuff in Impact, when she was Laurel Van Ness, the crazy.
Yeah, I was watching some like bits of that, but like all the clips back.
It was just phenomenal stuff. She really showed what she could do, and they just seemed to never really give her a chance in NXT or.
She's not had very good luck though either. She like, is it on a TV debut on NXT? She broke her wrist, and then she done it again on the SmackDown debut.
Yeah, well, yeah, she did.
Like,
yeah. So maybe...
felt so sorry for her because of that though. Like, every time she has a big moment, something happens.
I know. So I mentioned there that, like, obviously AEW and Impact would be, you know, wise to sign them up. What do you see their prospects, that their respective prospects being moving forward?
Because I think I'd like to see Billie and Peyton. Well, they've already changed names on social media, Billie and Peyton, which made me really sad.
Have they gone to the real name?
They're back to Jessie and Cassie.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, oh, I'd like to see them go somewhere together. Because, like, but then did you read Billie's or Jessie's like statement? It sounded kind of like she was done, but then I thought she's probably like really upset, to be honest.
Yeah,
it was like a dream, weren't it?
Yeah, it's probably. It seems all doom and gloom, but like, you know, there's two people that you can look at who were both fired last year, and that's Tay Conti and Deonna Purrazzo.
Yeah, that's like it's been kind of a blessing in disguise, isn't it? Really, for him.
They've been, you know, Tay Conti has like improved vastly since she left NXT, and Deonna Purrazzo has been champion for like 10 months now over in Impact. So there's that, you know, there is life after WWE. So hopefully, you know, I'd love to see Mickie James pop up in NWA. You know, they've got that legend. You know, they've got Melina and you know, Mickie James and like Thunder Rosa and stuff like that. I think that could really bring a bit of like further kudos to that company.
I feel like I know everyone always says as soon as someone's released, they're like AEW, and everyone does like get for Cody Rhodes doing that. But I feel like they've just signed loads of like legends really in the men's division, haven't they? And they've not really got a legend in the women's division, so Mickie could be good in that role. I thought, like a female legend coming in.
Mickie James should be brilliant on stage and backstage, similar to like Serena Deeb, you know. So, but it just sucks because, you know, WWE treated Mickie James. She did, you know, that comeback match against Asuka. I can't remember when it was. It 2017.
Yeah, was that in NXT, that one when she was in it, like done some NXT bits?
Toronto. It was NXT Toronto. It was like, you know, who no one was ready for Asuka, and Mickie James came back.
That's when Asuka was like a beast, and no one could beat her.
Exactly. Yeah. So and then obviously the main roster thing never really worked, and then that was like Chelsea Green and Mickie James were kind of like trying to start that tag team together.
Weren't that meant to be a storyline that like they were going to do the Mickey Starker thing, but with it reversed with Chelsea?
Yeah.
And then it didn't really happen, and they were doing it all on social media, and they were doing a good job. Like,
yeah. So what could have been, but although I'm like, now I've had time to reflect on it. Like I'm telling you right now, like on Thursday night and on Friday, I was like, cancelling my subscription and
Yeah.
unfollowing WWE and everything. I proper was like sassing on my phone like that. But I genuinely see bright things for them in their future. They're all far too talented to.
I think they'll probably get treated better somewhere else because they've not had the respect that they should have.
Yeah, and I can't see them not thriving. Like Perazzo and Conti have done. So I hate all that fucking future endeavors stuff, but I do honestly wish them all the best in their what they do post WWE.
I think any of them could be like top of the division anywhere they go. Like people saying, oh, like Billie Kay's not that good of a wrestler, but like her character stuff is so good. But you can't teach what Billie Kay's got. I don't think.
It's that thing in WWE is like, if she is a comedy wrestler, not even a comedy wrestler, a comedy character, therefore she has to be a comedy wrestler. Whereas she's much better than that, I think. And Peyton Royce is definitely, one to watch in the ring. So yeah, onward and upward. Should we? Let's try and let's not, because we've also got Eva Lise.
Oh yeah, all the drama.
Eva Lise
kicking off.
Eva Lise took to Twitter to say that she'd been let go for speaking out due to mistreatment, and although since then it's been confirmed as it was AEW, but she didn't say it at the time, so everyone assumed it was. So what did you think when you first saw the tweet? Did you think AEW? Did you think? Because unfortunately,
that's where like. You carry on. No, I was jumping in there.
No. She does have like, she's got a bit of a kind of stigma attached to her, where she is. She's got quite a volatile history with companies. So it was, I kind of jumped to I was like, it could be anyone that she works for,
Yeah, because I did that like other places where she worked, she'd like kind of had fallouts everywhere she's been before. But
yeah, she's
it's like, because I was like, oh, I don't know, but then I'm like, I've not been there, so I don't know. But like,
yeah, but then obviously, so Twitter was a buzz, and then she kind of just like outed Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, she was like, it was Thunder Rosa's kind of bad name, talking shit and put me down, and Lucha put me down here and all stuff like that. So what did you make of the whole situation? Because I was literally, right as it was happening, I was writing it up for Diva Dirt, and when all that stuff came out, I just went, I was like, I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved in that. I was like, So I just I left that one. It's still in me drafts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like there's probably going to be more that's going to come out, and there's going to be more sides, and more people will have stories, I think, about it.
I think so.
Yeah, it's one of them like weird situations in it where you're like, oh, I don't know what to say about
that, because obviously we don't know what's going on. It's all speculative and all kind of assumed, isn't it? I don't think anyone knows who, unless you're there, So
yeah.
I don't really want to like speculate, but it does seem that she has this history of getting kind of like blackballed from companies.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully Eva Lise comes out of the AEW kind of mess a little bit brighter, and hopefully she can kind of rebuild her name back up on the indies. So but that's enough negativity, I think, for 1 week. So
it's not a good start, is it?
It's not. So we'll just do a quick fire kind of NXT TakeOver and WrestleMania review, because that was that was a tough week. I'm not going to lie. I was very, very tired. I'm still very, very tired, but I fucking didn't half enjoy it.
Yeah, my sleep patterns only just going back to normal.
I know, it's crazy. The stuff we do for bloody UK wrestling fans is I don't think the Americans know our
that we have to go nocturnal to catch up.
So just dead quick. What did you think of Io Shirai and Raquel Gonzalez?
My only complaint is that I wish they had longer, but apparently something went over, so they had to cut the time. It was meant to go another 10 minutes or something. Oh, it's so good. I keep watching back Io Shirai doing the big jump off the skeleton's head. Got no fear, has she?
Yeah, I know. I am quite glad that she hasn't kind of popped up on the Raw after Mania or anything.
Yeah, I was a bit worried.
Yeah, same. I wanted to. I think it's wise that they've kept her off. So hopefully we see a kind of bounce back in NXT. Right. You chose Raquel, didn't you, to win?
Yeah.
So did you go with that? Still stick with that choice? Do you like Raquel as champion?
Yeah, I think I do love Io Shirai. She is one of my favourites ever, probably. But I think they needed to shake it up a bit, because they're having there's loads of new women coming as well.
Loads.
So it was a good shake up for the women's division, I thought.
Yeah.
And might be good to give Io Shirai a bit of a break, because she's been non-stop for a year.
Go and have a little rest.
Stuff.
Yeah. Give your spine
stuff every week.
Give your spine a rest.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure. So then Ember Moon and Shotzi retained against The Way.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on feelings of that match? I really liked it. It was good kind of tag team match. I would have liked The Way to win it personally, but I kind of like the double. What's a finisher move? The Eclipse. I like the double.
Yeah, the double Eclipse. That was good.
And I love that.
Shotzi Blackheart though, she gives me a heart attack every time I watch her do a suicide dive. I was like, oh. She flies and then just thumps.
She just went right, she went right through. I think there was a kind of shot of Indy Hartwell, kind of fuck, kind of watching her just crashing.
Because I was worried for a minute because they kept the camera away and I was like, oh my god, is she hurt? Is she hurt? And then they put it back on. I went probably thinking she's not broken neck or anything. She's all right. She's good to go.
Yeah, and props to Shotzi, because there was obviously the news with about her dad.
Yeah,
gone into a coma, and she was able to kind of turn out and turn in, so.
Oh, because I was thinking she might go on a bit of a break, but she just kept on going.
Yeah. So and obviously the sad news that he passed away since. So all our love and support to Shotzi Blackheart from Diva Dirt there. But I enjoyed the match, and I really enjoyed NXT TakeOver NXT Stand and Deliver. Both stood and delivered. And
Poppy as well, doing the cover. I was like,
why not?
I kept thinking on the day, I was like, oh, is she going to cover Stand and Deliver? I like this weird feeling, and then it happened. I was like, ah!
That was pretty, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was pretty dope. I really enjoyed that. But why not for first night? Why not?
I know, I thought she was going to be with Io doing her entrance, and then I saw night 2, I was like, oh. But she did Stand and Deliver, so it made up for that.
Yeah, it was good. So then on to the show of shows, WrestleMania or WrestleRania. Fucking hell, how many times did they fucking drop that one?
I thought, have you seen the meme? It just says, it's like the WrestleMania thing, it just says wet man.
No, I haven't. No, but yeah, I was genuine. I was up. I'd had loads of coffee and loads of energy drinks. So I was kind of having heart palpitations as it is. But and then when it was it was severe weather delay, and you saw all the videos of the
because I was just did you see the one with the cardboard cutouts just flapping? Like they were proper vibing though. To be fair, they're just like
getting in the mood. But yeah, my stomach was in knots. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna fucking get out. It was like,
I kept thinking it's gonna get cancelled here.
I was like, because my mate was texting me and he was like, I've been to like NFL games where they've been like called for like 2 hours, 2-3, and I was just like, oh my god. But luckily we finally got underway. There was that great shot of Rhea Ripley kind of got overcome with emotion.
And then Nikki Cross was having a bit of a cry as well. Oh bless her.
Full gear.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, is she gonna like come out and surprise us? But
Alicia
and then
Fox,
I saw something saying apparently like while everyone were there, they were doing stuff for 2K22. So I don't know if that's why they were all in full gear, but it just got me excited for a minute. I'm like, oh, we're going to get some surprises here. It's like Foxy coming out, and then now.
But Alicia Fox goes down with the best Royal Rumble entrance of all time. I think it was 20. It was either 2019 or 2020. She does the Fortnite dance. It's fucking awesome. But yeah. So obviously we've got the the tag team turmoil match was not well received.
Yeah.
It was.
I think watching it was a bit chaotic, but then when I watched it back, I'm like, it wasn't actually that bad. It was just like a few missteps. I think like I just feel like Amanda Rose took falling over like on the chin though, and she was like proper having a laugh at herself on because I thought, oh, she'll be mortified, and then on Twitter and she's just like taking the mick out of herself.
Oh, she was good. I saw it on Instagram, and like Titus was like, oh man, yeah. But so obviously that led us to night 2, but the main bit was Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair stealing the weekend for me.
Yeah,
stealing the week. That was just phenomenal. It was so good. The hair slap heard around the world. I couldn't believe
she still got marks from it.
I couldn't
she still got like a gland.
I was expecting her to like rip the flipping abdomen open. It was that brutal. But no. What was your takeaway from that?
Oh, I was really emotional watching it. I think it's when they both were like,
it was,
having that minute. I was like, oh no, don't make me cry. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think like even though it didn't have that build or anything, it lived up.
Well,
I knew it was going to be good.
Here's a question. It's like, so the hype video, which was fucking great, had none of no Reggie, no tag team, no can they coexist. So the question is, why do it? Like, it's mad, isn't it?
No, they could have like gone off like which one's the best, because they both said they're the best.
Well, that was like WrestleMania was pretty much Reggie-less. So why?
I was surprised. I kept thinking he's gonna come and do something here. Something's going on.
Yeah. So great match, great moment, and then on to night 2, we had the tag team match.
Yeah.
Which
I was surprised. I thought we were going to get new champs.
Which again,
I think everyone did.
Why do it? And then obviously as we go on to like Raw and SmackDown again, why do it? Because they're just giving us the same old.
Yeah, can't believe like Tamina was like the baby face of the weekend though. That reaction,
getting the hot tag and all
everyone
that.
on the Tamina train. I love it.
I know it was that was it. The fan participation of WrestleMania was just like such a relief, and it made you realize how much you'd missed it.
I know, because I was like, I got used to not having anyone there, or just like a few people at NXT, and then that. And even though it went like a full arena and they were like cardboard people, you couldn't tell really, could you? It looked good.
No, I thought it looked really good, and I loved the way they kind of put all the people around the outside. They were mainly on the floor.
Oh, that was nice when Bianca's family were there, and she like jumped into her family at the end.
Yeah.
I think she fell over the thing on her dad or something. It looked like she was like this going on to her dad.
Well, there was like boss shot of her dad trying to like. I don't think he was trying.
Yeah, it was
to
like jumping up on the thing.
I think he was, and then like the security guard was like, "Whoa!" It was a proper good moment. So, And then obviously the moment of the second night was Rhea Ripley getting crowned. So it was a complete, like, you know, and then obviously as we saw on NXT, you know, it was a proper ushering in of a new generation of the women's division, which was brilliant to see at the time. But then especially on Raw, what happened afterwards, it's a bit like, but at the time, I really enjoyed the Asuka and Rhea Ripley match. I thought
I liked it.
Yeah,
especially thinking like Rhea's only had one match this year apart from the Rumble. I think is that like a second singles match this year.
When did she have that stand? When did she have that?
I think that was that just before Christmas.
I think you might be right, actually. Yeah.
I think it was because she went on NXT for a bit before the Rumble. Because I was convinced she was coming up straight after, but then she had an interview this week, and she said she knew she was getting called up before War Games. She got told like last year.
Wow.
So she had to wait all that time.
Flipping heck, yeah. But no, she was great. A really good moment as well to see that.
I forget how young she is as well. She's like 24.
Yeah, I know. Imagine being 24 and having
having done 2 WrestleMania matches and won a title at WrestleMania by 24. Like, oh my gosh.
I know. So, well, what better way to segue into Raw? So we get it was announced that like Asuka would challenge Rhea Ripley on Raw, which is a bit like why.
Yeah, like she's beating now. Let's move on, loves.
Yeah, and then so we got Charlotte's kind of big return. What did you think of it?
I think I'm glad she come back as a heel. I'm hoping they're gonna set it up like, because Backlash is WrestleMania Backlash now, isn't it? She's like, that's what we all knew anyway. It's just like WrestleMania rematches, isn't it?
Well,
I think they're gonna go into like a triple threat with them three, and then hopefully, like Rhea will win again, and it'll go into Rhea and Charlotte maybe. But
what did you think of the promo?
It was all right. It was just kind of same old, wasn't it? It's annoying because I really like Charlotte, but I'm just like, I don't even know what I'd do with her though. I'd like put her in the position to be putting new people over now, because she's like been a champion that many times.
Yeah, there needs to be I don't know what I've got no idea myself, but there just needs to be a kind of different edge and a different take for Charlotte now, as she's, because and it's their own fault because they've kind of fast tracked her to be multiple time champion.
Like that when she just does them like 3-day reigns and stuff just to get another reign under her belt.
So I'm fully expecting to see a triple threat at WrestleMania Backlash. Are you?
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. And I think it's like Asuka's going to get pinned again, isn't she? Bless her.
I think Asuka's done in the eyes of WWE. I think Asuka's done as that top level. Obviously,
it's a shame.
It is a real shame because even when she was at the top level, they just kind of treated her like shit anyway. So
yeah, like it was feeling like when she won the SmackDown Women's Championship, she won because Ronda Rousey pushed everyone else over, really. Which I think she didn't need that to happen.
God, forgot about that. Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah. So and then so we get. The match was all right. I thought it was kind of a bit of a rinse and repeat from the night before, wasn't it? And then the beatdown was all right. I thought it was quite good. I thought there could have been. I did like where was Charlotte's other shoe? I only saw one.
There was just like one rolling around, and then I'm like, where did she put the? I do love that, like when they come out and glammed up and then rip the shoes off to have a scrap. It is like the fight in the chippy on a night out, in it. I do love it.
Well, I've never ran in high heels, so I couldn't. I'd imagine it's rather difficult.
Yeah, I don't really wear them anymore. I've given up and gone to trainers for a night out.
Yeah, it's easier to make an escape.
Yeah.
but yeah, I thought the beatdown was quite good. I didn't particularly like the yeah.
Because it just reminded me of when Logan Paul doing it at WrestleMania. I'm like, is this a thing now? Everyone doing
yeah.
Why?
So
Why is this a thing?
yeah, we all know where it's going to go, don't we? Although I would like to see a genuine Rhea Ripley and Charlotte feud over the title. I think that could run until like SummerSlam and stuff. So, but that's the thing. After WrestleMania was so good, and then like the Raw after Mania, everyone's hyped for it, and they just went. And like we'll go into the tag team stuff in a sec. It was just like same shit, different day. It was just
but like Rhea and Charlotte, I can see it happening, but it's like a heel versus heel. Even though Rhea Ripley's quite likable, even though she's a heel, so I'm like, you meant to root for now.
I know it's they just. The decisions are very confusing and bizarre. And sometimes you've just got to literally take yourself away from WWE for a bit and then just plug it. And then just kind of, if you analyze WWE, I think you'd go insane.
Yeah.
So we get Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler rewatching Mandy Rose falling over.
That was strange.
And then,
no, I don't get as well. When they paused the telly, why did the Raw logo just keep coming up when they were pausing it? It was really annoying me.
I've not noticed. No. I didn't know. I'll have to look because you could it was obviously chain of control didn't work.
Yeah,
they were obviously
because she was just going like. It reminds me of like Gogglebox when they do that really fake turn. It it Giles or just goes like on the remote.
Yeah, exactly. It was.
She was very Giles from Gogglebox. They were being like Giles and Mary, weren't they?
There was definitely no batteries in that remote.
Yeah,
no.
She was like.
And then, so then, like Nia Jax like falls.
Yeah.
And like Mandy Rose is like, and then they both leave and get counted out.
Yeah. Like, why? What was? I didn't get that because they were having a match and then they were just like tee going off. Like, but you've lost by doing that.
And then they were like, "Oh, calm down. It's not worth it." Like Dana kept on
like,
saying,
"You're in a match. It is worth it. Batter each other."
It was fucking weird. It was just like, it was shit.
Yeah, like thinking back, I was thinking before, like Mandy Rose this time last year was having that really good feud with Sonya, and I was thinking she was like her and Sonya were going to be like the two next big. I know like all the really like bad stuff happened, so that kind of
of course
ended stuff. But they could have picked like Mandy up, I thought, because I think she's quite likable, Mandy.
I really like her, and I think that like V trigger, that running knee strike that she does is fucking great. But it's again like they split up tag teams to put them in tag teams. You know,
so
Mandy Rose and Peyton Royce and what was it, Lacey Evans.
Yeah, that was weird. Lacey kept putting a hat on Peyton Royce.
Yeah, I thought they had a good little kind of odd couple vibe going on. But yeah, so the tag team division, and then we'll get to it on SmackDown as well, was again it's just kind of stuck in this rotation.
It's this weird like mess. Circle of hell.
Yeah, so but it obviously seems like we'll go into SmackDown from there. It obviously seems that they're building up another match between them and Tamina, aren't they? I think they seem to love Tamina and Nyla Rose, Tamina and Nia Jax face to face, don't they?
Yeah. I remember when they were a tag team for 5 whole minutes.
God, yeah.
Was it like WrestleMania 35?
Were they in the? They were in the. They were in the Elimination Chamber, weren't they?
Yeah, and when they at WrestleMania.
Then the WrestleMania match where the Iconics won. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I saw like the clip from that when they won the other day, and I was just like, well, it made me really sad because it was like 2 years ago to the day of like the week that when they won. It's like, can't believe it, they were champs and now they're bogged off.
I know. I hope, yeah. So, and then obviously we had Alexa Bliss fresh off crying oil, or like wearing a crown.
I don't get it anymore.
It was a great visual, and she kind of like, really played it up. She looked
because
like
at WrestleMania I was like, oh, what's going to happen here? I thought something like was going to happen, and then like the Fiend just lost, and then they all vanished.
It was a bit of a whimper. But then it seems that like Alexa Bliss has kind of taken this, darker turn.
Is she like the one? I was like trying to get my head around it the other day. She's the one in charge now, I think.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
She's fully like. It always seemed to me that like Bray Wyatt was trying to stave off the Fiend.
Yeah.
So it was the Fiend was Bray Wyatt's dark side, whereas like there's no difference between Alexa Bliss and dark Alexa. Like she's gone full dark Alexa Bliss, and like even more so. And now she's like crying oil and got like a weird puppet called Lily.
Oh, that's terrifying. That when she was saying like, I've got a new friend, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, they're gonna bring someone up as like a spooky mate or something, and then it was just a doll with teeth.
A doll.
Reminds me of that doll from Matilda, that one that's like that on the settee.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. Oh, like that Cynthia off Rugrats, like weird doll vibe.
Yes.
I don't think I feel like I'm the only one who's not keen on it though, on that storyline. I think it's because I can't see where it's going to go.
It's not going to go anywhere because they don't know where it's going, and it's literally that they're just digging themselves into it.
I feel like they just decide like a few hours before, like, right, she's having a doll.
Yeah. Well, I think she knocks it out of the park every chance. I think she's so good. She's so committed to the character. So I just hope it gets her back into the ring and gets her back into kind of like I really liked kind of like what was it 5 Feet of Fury, Alexa Bliss? Yeah. Where
because I liked her and Nikki together because I thought they played off each other in the ring really well. I feel like Alexa Bliss got like that was like probably when she was at her best in the ring then. Like was that WrestleMania 36 when they won? I think they'd won before then as well, hadn't they?
It was the first match. Yeah, it was their first match.
Yeah.
Sorry, it wasn't the first match of WrestleMania 36. It was really good. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting to see where it goes. I don't think they know. So no. we're all in the same boat.
Yeah. Because I thought like after that she was gonna full on like be like this scary witch lady all the time.
Yeah.
And then she turned up being like, I've got me doll.
Yeah, similar to like Firefly Funhouse. So it's like Alexa's playground, isn't it now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see where it goes. Hopefully somewhere good.
Hopefully.
So let's leave that there and we'll move on. We've got NXT. So NXT, I think it's happening. Gonzalez going face.
Yeah, because she was like very smiley on a picture. I thought
too smiley for my like. Yes.
Like I thought you were a big mean lady. What's going on?
Yeah, and but she did come. She was introduced by Dakota Kai, who's still definitely like kind of heely, but then she was interrupted by Frankie Monet, who is
a little doggy.
Seems to definitely be a heel. What did you think of Frankie Monet's debut look and the name? She's been getting a lot of flack for the name, haven't
we? Because I thought like it would have been nice to keep a name that she got big with, but then like she said, she's picked it herself. So I'm like,
reinvent
it and you like it.
Yeah.
I quite liked it, and like she's gonna be a good challenger for Raquel.
I loved I'll see you every Tuesday. I love that. Like she's like, I'm not coming for you now, but I am coming for you. I really like that.
Just love that she has a dog with her.
That's the most well-behaved dog I've ever seen.
I know, just so calm.
Did you see it? Like, it was just like looking at her like that. Like, oh, I was like, yeah, it was dead cute. But I don't. It's WWE just do this. Like they did it with Io Shirai as well. They did it with Rhea Ripley. When they win the championship, they have to be this like happy. Hey, we did it, guys. We did it, guys.
Yeah.
He did it with like Bianca Belair's promo on SmackDown. It was like, you know what I mean? Obviously, different circumstances. Belair is specifically a face, but like Gonzalez has been a badass heel.
Yeah, like that's how she like got popular, by being this big scary heel lady. And now she's like, hi guys, I'm so happy to be your champion today.
Yeah.
What?
So yeah, and like I did like the three champions. I did like that, because that's a great story that, you know, they've all came up together. They've all kind of thrived together. And like I said, it is this is the new generation.
Yeah, because it's all there's been that picture as well of them, the three of them together like the other year, and then they saw like a clip. I think it was from like a house show or something of like the three of them dancing in the ring together a few years ago. They're like, I think Bianca's swinging her hair, and then Rhea and like Raquel have got something swinging it around, pretending to be Bianca.
Back in the day when house shows happened, yeah. So I was I liked it. I liked Frankie Monet's debut. I thought that was really good.
And I've noticed as well, like everyone's getting new themes that aren't that good. His was pretty good.
It was a banger. It was.
I was like having a little bop, which is coming in.
Like it seemed like to go back, you know, when like was it CFO or like
that's CFO $sign.
Yeah, they were like, you know, all their themes are like iconic, aren't they? You know, like I think they did like the Shinsuke, they did Glorious and all that.
Yeah.
And then there was an obvious dip when they left.
Yeah, because a lot of them now sound like, some are all right. I feel quite a few of them sound like just picked from a stock music library.
Oh, definitely.
Like Peyton, Royce, and then like Nikki Cross has that cowgirl one. So I thought it was Lacey Evans getting a new scene, and it's like, yeah, I'm a country girl and all.
Really?
I can't remember what it goes. It sounds like a weird cowgirl song.
Oh my god! Like they're not right for her character whatsoever.
No.
But yeah, and then obviously there was Mercedes Martinez kind of shouted at Vic Joseph. I was like, poor Vic Joseph.
Oh, he's not done out to you, love.
He's not the champion. So she killed Jessie Kamea and Robert Stone, and then
she got a dosh, didn't she, Rob?
She got a dough, yeah. And then she was like, I'm coming for you. So that'll be a good match to see for sure down the line.
I want to see who's going to be a first challenger, because everyone's after her, really, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it might be Martinez. I think Martinez might be the first one. It seems Martinez is there to be the kind of Kris hero of this of the NXT, where she's there as a kind of legend to build up the newcomers and the new generation. So I think, you know, it would be a massive feather in Gonzalez's cap to defeat Martinez. And it's like Toni Storm as well. She seems to have kind of lost a little bit of momentum, hasn't she?
I don't get, like, they brought it to NXT and I was so excited, and then they just keep making Ollies all the time.
No, I know, it's crazy.
Why? She's Toni Storm.
I know, Toni fucking Storm, man. Right. We'll move on. So we've got AEW. We had the return of Kris Statlander. She looked amazing, I thought. She came back with kind of like new moves, new vibe. and I love her being involved with best friends. I think that's perfect.
Yeah, and she gets Pixie's theme because she's with them, so I was happy about that.
And Pixie's theme, and she's got like new contacts.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I thought Amber Nova was the perfect opponent for her. Amber Nova's a lot smaller, and Statlander just battered her. And
Yeah.
that fit. I forgot how brutal Big Bang. Is it the Big Bang Theory a finishing move?
I think so.
It's fucking
think
nasty. It's like a
yeah.
yeah. So what did you make of the Statlander's in-ring return?
It's good. I feel like they're building her straight back up as well, which is good. As a bit of a threat.
She was definitely a loss. That knee injury came at just such a bad time. It seemed Jim Ross doesn't seem as offended by a gimmick anymore.
Yeah.
There was no cartwheel. There was a few boops, nose boops, but I don't.
I like the boot.
I do. Yeah, I could understand why some people didn't like the cartwheeling stuff, but I did. I didn't mind it. It's wrestling. Who cares?
Yeah.
And then flipping Mrs. Money, Jade Cargill.
Oh yeah. She's just like, I'm obsessed with her, mate. It's so good.
It was great. It was a really good match, I thought, as well, against Red Velvet.
Yeah, because I forgot to like her entrance. Like, she's not lost ever in AEW. She's like 4-0 now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's good. She's one to watch. I think it was before I tweeted it. Like, I think by this time next year, she's either going to be the champion or she's going to have had a championship reign.
For sure. It's do it while you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I thought for a minute though, Red Velvet might have like beat her because she was probably going at her for a bit.
Yeah,
and she kicked out. I was like, oh.
Yeah, she took it to her, but yeah, Cargill's just like, she has it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's like enthralling. You can't take her eyes off her.
I feel like with Jade Cargill, and like when I watched NXT and I saw like Bianca Belair. Just like, I'm like, oh my god, don't change her. She's dead good. Don't do anything to her. She's just dead good. Just let her be the champion.
Yeah. I love Jade Cargill's tweet when Bianca Belair won. It was really good.
It was
a really good moment.
I'll find it.
And then we got Brit Baker slagging off the rankings again.
Oh yeah.
Which she's so good. She's such a good promo.
I was thinking the other day, she might have, like when she turned heel, I was like, oh, how are they gonna do that? But it was like that when Bailey turned heel, and it worked out really well.
And they're both role models.
Yeah, they're both the role models.
Yeah. That was excellent. Really enjoyed that. I can see Baker champion very, very soon. Which then it's not in the notes, but we've got Tay Conti versus Shida this week. Go on, give us your prediction.
Well, I don't know. I keep changing my mind because I keep thinking like, oh, Shida's time feels up. Like they've proper built up.
She's had
like,
2 matches.
Tay Conti. Yeah, they've proper like built her up like really quickly to be like one of the biggest women on AEW. But then I'm like, oh, like that's I thought because Shida's reign's been so long, they would have done it on a pay-per-view or something.
Possibly.
It's just on a normal show, unless the main event.
Well, they seem to be making every show kind of a big show. AEW always, you've got dream matches kind of every show, every Wednesday night, and they got 1 million. They hit the 1 million.
Yeah, doing very well.
Yeah. How did you find NXT on Tuesday and AEW on Wednesday? I found it so much easier this week to watch.
It was better, easy to keep up with everything as well.
Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely the right move. But I can see. I hate to say it, but I can see Tay Conti being like the transitional champion.
Yeah. I hope not, but I feel like there's so many people in AEW now. I feel like They're gonna need another women's title soon though, because they've got so many really good women.
Well, I think they could kind of incorporate the NWA women's title into that. I think that could
because
be
like Thunder Rosa's mentioned it.
That could be the mid card. We don't. NWA's been good since it's come back, but it hasn't been like, it's not like it once. Wasn't like it was before.
Yeah.
I'd have no problem with NWA kind of, or AW encapsulating NWA into its system. So Impact on which has gone to Thursdays now.
Yeah, so it's like there's something on every night now.
I know. So we got Jazz's retirement speech, which was short, it was sweet, and I thought it was great. And
it's that nice that everyone came out as well. But, she deserves it. She's fab.
One thing I absolutely loved was that she did it in Ugg boots.
Yeah.
If I ever get to do a retirement speech in Ugg boots, I've won. That's now my goal in life, is to do a retirement speech in Ugg boots. But no, it was really, I when she hugged Dreamer and stuff, I thought that was really touching. And then the dastardly Fire and Flavor came out. And
the bad girls.
The bad girls, they came out. They came out to wreck shop, and but Jazz, being the professional she is, she's gonna stick to the clause of her match. She's gonna stay retired. So Jordan Grace has now got to get a surprise partner. Slammiversary. Is it Slammiversary? No, Rebellion.
You think it's it's Rebellion, and
so Jordan
mixed up. There's so many things.
I know. So because that's this Saturday, isn't it? So Jordan Grace will get a surprise partner at Rebellion. Who do you think that's going to be?
Oh, I've got two ideas, because Taylor Wilde's coming back, isn't she?
Yeah.
So I thought maybe Taylor Wilde.
Good call.
But then I keep having fears about Thea Trinidad, Zelina Vega.
Yes.
Because she's like, that come up like weeks ago. She signed a contract somewhere, like a short-term contract. So I'm like, could she come and be a tag partner for a bit?
Oh, I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. That would be. They're two really good.
She was Knockouts tag champion, weren't she?
I think.
Or am I remembering that wrong? I'm sure she was a few before WWE.
Yeah, she was in Impact.
Was she Rosita when she was in Impact?
Yes. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was really good in Impact. Then so also on Saturday, is it Saturday or Sunday? On Rebellion. Also on Rebellion is Deonna Purrazzo defending the title against Tenille Dashwood. What have you got there?
I'd like Tenille to win, but I think Deonna's got it. I feel like she's going to be like champ for ages. It's
Deonna's, isn't it? Yeah, until like Impact get like a really like big name.
Until like July, when Mickie James
that's what I was kind of alluding to. But like why this whole kind of forbidden door breakthrough with AEW, like they've done, which has kind of just totally gone by the wayside. Why haven't they kind of done it with the women? Why haven't hasn't Deonna Purrazzo either kick off with like Shida or anyone,
It would have been good doing like a champion versus champions match.
Exactly, like they're doing.
That would have been so good.
Yeah, but we'll have to wait and see, because it's been a bit bizarre, hasn't it? That Impact AEW just seems to be existed only to get the Good Brothers on AEW TV, really. So,
like they could even, for the mystery tag partner, someone from AEW, maybe.
Good call. Yeah,
I don't know who.
Well, Diamante would be a good choice, because Diamante, she was AEW, wasn't she? She was Impact, wasn't she? So then, yeah, we'll start wrapping things up with SmackDown. We got the kind of celebratory speech from Bianca Belair. So what did you think about the speech and the kind of commemoration of a title win, and also how good did Bianca Belair look with that title around her waist?
Oh, like she just suits it, doesn't she? I think I've been waiting so long for her to be a champion. Just like to finally see it. Like, oh, it's good. But I love that jumpsuit she had on, the big like toothpaste outfit, like the blue and white stripes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was. I just love the way she makes all her own gear. She must never sleep. Tell me.
Because I think I found out that Rhea Ripley makes her own jacket. I think she like buys the jackets plain and she does them up herself. I think she used to make it like do her trousers and stuff herself, but then she did it took her too long, so she just does her jackets. But I think Bianca made I think she had for the Royal Rumble, she'd made something, changed her mind on it, and then got this other fabric like the day before. She said she was like finishing it off in the car on the way.
Needle and thread.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really good that she can kind of, man, she must because she must work out like a devil to have that that physique and that athleticism. And then obviously you're a professional wrestler with like loads to do, and then you're sitting on your sewing machine and
and she's like a stepmom as well.
Of course, yeah, of course, yeah.
She must just have no me time.
Yeah, I know. EST time, as it were. Yeah. But no, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. So we kind of we saw that it pissed off Sasha Banks, and it also pissed off Bayley, which I thought was really good, because then Bayley was like, after being criminally underutilized at WrestleMania, the less said about that, the better. You know,
forgot about that when the Bellas hit her and she rolled away. Like, what?
What did you think of that? I hated that.
My heart was beating on the way, because I thought, oh my god, Becky Lynch is going back. Oh, they're going to do like a legend or something. I was like, oh my god, and then it was just, you can look but you can't touch.
Yeah,
I was doing like a joke segment.
Yeah, it was a bit, didn't really work. I didn't think anyway. So hopefully, we might even get a triple threat at WrestleMania Backlash.
Oh, that'd be good.
Praying that into existence, because that would be flipping amazing.
That'd be a banger.
That would be a banger. And then obviously we mentioned the tag team stuff earlier on, so I'd imagine that we're getting WrestleMania Backlash is just going to be a repeat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just rematches, isn't it? Then like putting WrestleMania on the front of the name just makes it even confirm this is the WrestleMania rematches.
It's so naff. Like, when you just like, you just can't, like, you can't get over that. Like, this is like a multi-billion-dollar company. Like, and it's like they make decisions like this, and you kind of like, anyway. Anyway, like I said, going into the logic of WWE is
we'll be here all night.
Drive you to despair. Yeah. So we'll wrap it up there, because it's been a long discussion about everything that went down in the world of women's wrestling. So we'll be back next week. For another edition to talk about.
Might be a less eventful week.
Hopefully, although I do
maybe a less negative week.
And there you go. We like.
I think that's what I was looking for.
Yeah. We like events. We just don't like sad ones. So just tell the people where they can find you on the old social.
On Twitter, hello, I'm Levi. I changed my app not long ago.
You did change it. Yeah.
It's hello, I'm Levi on Twitter, where I just talk nonsense all day long.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Gogglebox, and Sylvanian families. You'll be
Oh yeah.
you'll be cheddared. You can find me at John Duffy. That's it, at John Duffy, I think. So I'm not really worth a follow. I only just retweet my own wrestling articles. But yeah, so we'll be back next weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, depending on our availability, because the pubs are back open in England. And the sun's shining.
I had my first draft pint yesterday. It was amazing.
Jealous. I'm still on cans, still on refrigerated cans. How was it? Was it as good as it?
It was good, even though it was in plastic cup. But then I felt like, I'm at a festival.
Yeah,
I had a nice pale ale in a plastic cup.
Oh, okay, well played. Yeah. You imagined yourself in Glastonbury or...
Yeah, I was closing my eyes thinking, I'm waiting for Tame Impala to come on.
boss. Until next week, take care and stay after each other, and we'll see you then for another What Went Down. Bye.